In a magnificent palace, Prince Shahzaib lived with his family where happiness and love were present everywhere. Inside the palace, beautiful lights and luxurious decorations gave every room a royal and peaceful atmosphere. One evening, Queen Merunisa called Shahzaib and told him that there would be dinner with a special guest tonight. Shahzaib immediately asked where grandmother Zubaida was because he wanted to hear a new story from her. He was told that grandmother was in her room where she often told old and magical stories. Shahzaib quickly finished his meal and headed toward his grandmother's room with happiness in his heart. Grandmother Zubaida smiled upon seeing him, made him sit beside her, and lovingly stroked his head. Shahzaib said that he wanted to hear a special story today that he had never heard before. Grandmother took a deep breath and said that today she would tell a mysterious and amazing story. She told him that in front of the palace, there was a huge snow-covered mountain that was very mysterious. At the top of that mountain, a beautiful princess was imprisoned and had been living there alone for many years. Shahzaib asked in surprise why such a beautiful princess lived there alone and what the reason was. Grandmother explained that a powerful magic surrounded the mountain and prevented anyone from going there. She added that only a person with a pure heart and true intentions could set her free. Shahzaib said excitedly that one day he would definitely free that princess. Grandmother smiled at his words, but said nothing, as if she already knew his destiny. Time passed, and days turned into months, and months into years. Shahzaib had now grown into a brave and intelligent young prince, with dreams still alive in his eyes. One day, sadness spread through the palace because grandmother Zubaida passed away. Shahzaib felt deep sorrow because he had lost the one who used to tell him the most beloved stories. A few days later, King Farhan called Shahzaib to the court to speak with him about something important. The king said that the time had come for him to get married and start a new life. Shahzaib replied seriously that he would only marry the princess his grandmother used to talk about. Queen Merunisa tried to explain to him that it was just a story and not reality. But Shahzaib said that he wanted to go and see for himself whether that princess really existed or not. Seeing his strong determination, the king gave him permission to go on his quest. Shahzaib prepared for his journey and decided to set out toward the mountain. His heart was filled with both hope and curiosity to discover the truth. After many days of travel, he reached the icy mountain that his grandmother used to talk about. The mountain was very tall and dangerous, and a strange silence surrounded it. Shahzaib gathered his courage and began climbing the mountain, facing difficulties at every step. Suddenly, he heard a mysterious voice telling him to stop. He looked around but saw no one, as if some hidden force was watching him. After a while, a strange and magical creature appeared before him, flying in the air. The creature smiled and said that perhaps he was the one it had been looking for. Shahzaib asked in surprise who it was and what it was doing there. The creature introduced itself as Zarak and said that it knew the secrets of this mountain. Shahzaib asked for its help so that he could reach the princess and learn the truth. Zarak said that it would not be easy because a dangerous magic existed on the mountain. Shahzaib said with firm determination that he was not afraid of any danger and would achieve his goal no matter what. Zarak warned Shahzaib that the magic on the mountain was not ordinary, but under the control of a dangerous power. He told him that the name of this power was Saya, who punishes anyone who comes close to its secret. Shahzaib said in a firm tone that he would free the princess at any cost. Seeing his determination, Zarak decided to help him, but set a condition that he would have to face dangers. Both of them began moving toward the top of the mountain, where cold winds and snowstorms tried to block their way. With every step, the environment became more mysterious, and an unknown uneasiness could be felt in the silence. Suddenly, a bright light appeared, and a beautiful but sad princess stood in front of Shahzaib. Shahzaib said in amazement, "Are you the princess I have heard about since my childhood?" Princess Ariba said in a soft voice that you should not have come here. This place is very dangerous. She told him that she was imprisoned because of a powerful magic and no one could free her easily. Shahzaib said that he would not leave her and go back, even if it cost him his life. The princess tried to stop him and said that if he stayed here, he would also fall under the same magic. Suddenly, a terrifying echoing sound was heard that shook the entire mountain. Zarek immediately said that this was the power of Saya, who had sensed their presence. The princess quickly said that if someone could learn her real name, the spell could be broken. But she warned him that learning this secret could come at a very heavy cost. Shahzaib said that he was ready to learn this secret at any cost. The princess told him to go back, but he remained firm in his decision. The dark power of Saya made the surroundings even more dark and terrifying. Shahzaib realized that he needed to find another way to learn the secret. Zarek suggested that he could go to a mysterious kingdom on the other side of the mountain. It was said that the people there had the ability to know every secret and understand any kind of magic. Shahzaib immediately decided to go there and promised the princess that he would definitely return. He descended the mountain and after a long journey, reached that strange and mysterious kingdom. At the gate of the kingdom, the guard stopped him and asked the reason for his arrival. Shahzaib introduced himself as a traveler and asked for permission to stay for a few days. The guard strictly said that not everyone was allowed to enter this place, but after some time, he was allowed to enter for a limited period. The view inside the kingdom was very strange and astonishing, as if everything hid a secret. The people there were silent, but watched him carefully, as if they understood everything. Suddenly, a strange man came near him and began speaking to him with a smile. The man said that he knew why Shahzaib had come and what he was looking for. Shahzaib asked in surprise how he knew all this. The man said that he had the power to know every secret and nothing was hidden from him. He said that if Shahzaib completed a special task, he could help him. Shahzaib asked what he had to do and what he would get in return. The man said that he had to go back to the mountain and observe the condition of the princess. And most importantly, he had to find out her real name and bring it back. He promised that if Shahzaib completed this task, he would give him a great reward. Shahzaib accepted the challenge and, filled with hope, set off again toward the mountain. Shahzaib, once again, set out toward the icy mountain, where dangerous magic and mysterious forces were waiting for him. In his heart, he had only one goal: to free Princess Ariba no matter what. After a long and difficult journey, he once again reached near the top of the mountain, where everything was silent. Suddenly, Zarek appeared before him and asked if he had truly returned. Shahzaib said with firm determination that he had come to fulfill his promise and would not turn back now. Both of them moved forward together and reached the place where Princess Ariba was imprisoned. The princess saw him and said in surprise, "Why have you come back? You should have left." Shahzaib said that he had returned to learn her name so that he could free her. The princess said in fear that this was very dangerous and Saya would never let them go. At that moment, a terrifying thunderous sound echoed, and darkness began to spread everywhere. The dark power of Saya appeared and started staring at Shahzaib with anger. Shahzaib did not lose courage and, looking at the princess, called out her real name. As soon as he said, "Princess Ariba," a bright light spread everywhere. The magical chains began to break, and Saya's power started to weaken. Saya screamed and said, "How did you learn this secret? This is impossible." Shahzaib said that true intention and strong determination can defeat any magic. The light grew stronger, and the dark power slowly began to fade away. Eventually, Saya completely disappeared, and the magic of the mountain was broken. Princess Ariba was freed, and joy and peace were visible on her face. She thanked Shahzaib and said that he had given her a new life. Zarek flew happily in the air and said that everything had finally become right. Shahzaib smiled and said that all of this was possible because of their courage and truth. Both of them began descending the mountain where the danger had now ended. After reaching below, they headed toward the mysterious kingdom where the man was waiting. The man smiled upon seeing them and said that they had truly discovered the name. Shahzaib said that he had fulfilled his promise, and now it was time for the reward. The man said that the greatest reward was what he had already achieved. He pointed out that true love and bravery are the greatest powers. Shahzaib and Ariba looked at each other and smiled. They left that kingdom and set off back toward their palace. Upon reaching the palace, Queen Mehrun-Nisa and King Farhan welcomed them. Everyone expressed their happiness and praised Shahzaib's bravery. Princess Ariba was given a place in the palace with respect and love. After some time, Shahzaib and Ariba were married with great celebration. A wave of joy spread throughout the kingdom, and celebrations were held everywhere. Zarak stayed with them and always remained their loyal friend. Shahzaib proved that with true intention and courage, every difficulty can be overcome. Grandmother Zubaida's story became reality, and her words came true. Happiness and peace once again ruled the palace, and everyone was satisfied. In this way, this story teaches us that if dreams are true, they can become reality.